Quick! Go! Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that. You're doing great, lad. Get them.
Good dog,
Stand there,
Max.
eyes.
Show me.
Will you untie me, please? You're gone, so untie me, will you? Could you untie me now, please? The wolves are gone, so untie me, will you?
Come here, boy. Here, Mutt.
I'm still tied up, and I'd rather not be.
Nice.
It's not easy to talk with my hands bound. Could you please untie me? Untie me first, and then we can talk. Untie me first, and then we can talk. Thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Scales. And you are...
Magister Voiticus ex Aridis. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
Listen, you, Voity...
You know what? Better call me Voiter. It'll be quicker.
So, what were you doing with that skull, Voiter? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram.
I hope you were only talking.
Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see, and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paint, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
And who actually did this to you?
Wolves in sheep's clothing, lad. There were two of them. At first glance, they looked like decent fellows, just wandering the land. But as you can see, I misjudged them badly.
You've had particularly bad luck with wolves today, eh? You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice. And naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me. And his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Where exactly did all this happen?
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Slatigo. Those two had set up camp among the trees, right next to the path.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right, I'll help you. But I won't do it for free.
I wouldn't ask that of you, my friend.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Am I really supposed to ask them nicely? You don't expect that to work, do you?
There are already too many killers in this land. We don't need another.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voity something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voiter. Nothing else is worth mentioning, or appropriate to say.
All right then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
You silly doggy.
No, thanks. Out! You can't be here. Greetings to you. How can I help?
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You could stop by Semin. Yanek, the saddler's hand there, is looking for a blacksmith. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. What's going on around?
Nothing, really, if you look. Farewell.
I wasn't. Did I miss something? Hey, you nearly ran into me.
Good day. What would you like?
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura Hawkeye. And you are?
Henry of Scallis.
Hey, Henry, have you ever tried popinjay shooting? If you've got your own bow and a few groschen, we can start any time.
Is it just me? Or do you not seem too fond of that nickname?
Not really. Four Leaf came up with his and insisted I needed one too.
Four Leaf?
We stick together. He plays dice like the devil, so he calls himself Four Leaf Clovis. Well, so I'm Hawkeye. Not the greatest, right? But I never thought up nothing better, so I'm stuck with it.
I like Hawkeye. It's got a punch to it.
It don't sound like much to me, but I reckon I'll have to get used to it.
What's your friend like?
Clovis? We've known each other for ages. We wander the land, I shoot, he plays dice, and that's how we make a living.
Shall we measure our archery skills?
With pleasure. Got something to wager?
Damn. I don't have a bow on me.
Well, get one yourself. I ain't lending you one. Farewell, my friend.
Shall we measure our archery skills?
With pleasure. Got something to wager?
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Farewell, good sir. Told you. Watch out. Someone's here.
Ow! Curva! You can't be... Great! And that's pretty...
Thanks, Inky. What's...
Not if... Farewell. That's it. Go now. Huh?
But I closed that door. Why is it open?
Oh, how brave. Causing trouble and then hiding. Only fools act like that. Why is this a... You've got no business here. When will you get that through your thick skull?
You're always welcome here, noble sir. What are you doing, you whistler?
No, sorry. Are you whistling here?
Go!
Ow! Mind where you're going!
Hey! Do you want that one?
Ow! Hey! You nearly ran into me! Gah!
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Do you think I can't...
Watch out. Someone's here.
Hey there, stranger. Come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room by our fire, and
Good
if you're up for
dog,
it, we can
Max.
play a game.
What are you doing?
Right. You're...
Henry.
Hey!
Is it just not forward?
Well...
Well,
It don't...
what's your...
Clover... Take care, sir. Farewell, my friend.
How do you and Yura know each other?
I play dice, he shoots arrows, so we stick together. Every village has someone who tries their luck against us, but most of them leave a few groschen poorer. So, unless you're planning on losing some coin too, don't hang around here too long.
I have a bit of coin again, and I'd like to throw it around. Should we play dice?
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners.
Let's play! Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. Here. Damn it! They're yours, lad. These ones here. Like this. Here. That's as far as I
This
go.
horse must
It's
have
yours.
cost a pretty groschen.
My God, what a fuck up again! Are you being cautious or cowardly?
Do you remember the painter, Voiter? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter, let alone no painter.
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes. And some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking about.
If I were you, I'd remember quickly. Right now, Voiter is willing to let it slide. But if I come back empty-handed, he might want to handle it the hard way.
All right, all right. Clearly that blow to the head wasn't enough of a warning for him. But if I was you, I'd give that loudmouth a few more knocks. It won't hurt him now.
What really happened between you and him?
Well, Yura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here. Only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree, where you found him.
Wait, what weird things was he saying? Voiter described the whole thing to me completely differently.
Well, he was lying to you. Now you see what kind of a fucker he is.
Or maybe you're the one lying to me.
Then I wouldn't have admitted we hit him over the head with a stick, would I? I'm telling you, there's something off about that fella. He was telling Yura that someone's going to murder him or something. Get this, he claimed his skull told him so. If I was you, I'd watch out for him.
Where are the painter's things?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Yura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity again.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on. Just like that. Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
Hand them over, or I'll count your teeth with my fist.
Whoa! Calm down. I'm not just going to hand them over, but if you want, I can wager them. Let Lady Luck decide. What do you say?
All right. That works.
Your groschen against my dice. And may the best man win.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
My, what a beautiful horse. Ugh, damn aching legs.
Damn it! They're yours, lad. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. If I was you, I'd take it. Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. This. My God! Oh, come on! Enough!
By thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
I'm here for those brushes you stole.
What brushes?
Now, don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled everything.
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that madman.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
What exactly did the skull reveal to him?
Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voiter told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating, you beat him up and robbed him.
Horse shit, I'm telling you, it's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes. Will you give them back?
Look, I'd love to, but how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly...
Honestly stole?
It doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures.
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
Oh, damn. I don't have a bow on me.
Well, get one yourself. I ain't lending you one. Take care for now. Careful.
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the brushes, and I'll put up groschen. What do you say?
I accept. Got everything you need?
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Attention! And loose!
Watch and learn. Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place. Watch and learn. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. Well, I'll be. You beat me. But I admit it was a fine win. Here you go. The brushes are yours.
Shall we measure our arch?
With pleasure.
I'm not betting.
I'm not forcing you.
Oh, excuse me.
Farewell.
Easy. Nice and slow.
Don't you know how to keep your horse under control?
What was that? Hey! You nearly ran into me.
Watch where you're going.
I'm in no mood for
Someone's
nonsense.
been pampering
So
this
no
horse.
messing about. Got it?
Nah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
Sheathe that weapon immediately.
Put that weapon. Damn it! Be careful with that weapon. Yeah, I see you're reasonable after all.
My word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
You have cats here.
I'd say it's more like the cats here have me. They've been living in the loft since long before I got here. But I've got 3 of my own at home in Koutenberg, Adela, Agnes, and Daniela.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those 2 what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
Are you sure? Those 2 seem pretty shaken up.
And I nearly got eaten by wolves and have a lump on my head. Can we agree it's my word against theirs?
You didn't provoke them? I talked to both of them for quite a while, and they both said the same thing. If they were lying, I'd know.
Fine. I didn't tell you the whole truth. Even before I almost became a practice target, I wasn't in the best frame of mind. Maybe I started telling them something their empty heads couldn't understand, and they took it out on me. But can we finally stop going into this over and over? Tell me, how did things end with those 2? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
I'm curious what you'll paint on that shield. What can I choose from?
Whatever you like that my paints and skills suffice for. First, tell me if you want an open ground, or if you'd like the shield halved, or quartered, or maybe have chevrons. Then we'll decide together on the colours of the individual parts. And to finish it, I can even paint some figure there, like Lord von Berghoff has his winged fish. Watch out, though. It won't make a noble like him out of you. And if it turns out you don't like it, we can always start again.
How much do they pay you here?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this job gives me.
Trouble? Don't you just wield a brush?
It might look that way, but before you can even think of touching the panel with a brush, you've got to know exactly where the stroke will go. In short, you need a subject, and it's out there somewhere.
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just paint here? Nice and quiet.
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to. But I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher ambitions.
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
Can you paint a shield for me?
By all means. What shield is it to be?
Well, I don't actually have one with me right now. I meant more like someday in the future.
Very well. If you bring me a shield, I'll be happy to transform it into a work of art.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
Well, I'm more afraid to leave you on your own. Who knows what tree you'd end up tied to this time?
Who'd have thought my fairy godmother would be so manly? Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
I would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know. I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols? And they say that such a place can still be found in this region. A shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Sounds familiar. I think I saw that name in a book once. Something to do with cattle, or something like that.
Excellent, Henry. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
How do you even know that such a place exists here?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them too, have you? Not that I'd think anyone still prays at them, but they're here.
Why are you interested in things like this? You're not... you know...
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself? Who knows?
Very droll. All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Velez?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch's Grove. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvietoslava. But getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly turned my stomach inside out.
What are you doing here?
Henry, is that you? What the fuck are you doing here?
I just wanted to stop by and ask how you were.
What? Are you soft in the head? Christ, by rights I ought to lock you up in jail again and send for the executioner.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with you escaping from jail. Or that you threw that Hungarian out of the window at the Crone. Or maybe because you robbed Lord von Burgo's chambers. Listen, of course I'm much obliged to you. If it wasn't for you, I'd be at the pearly gates. But the smartest thing you can do now is to vanish before someone else notices you.
Oh, first, tell me what's been happening here since the last time.
Ah, nothing much. Sir Otto is in Kuttenberg. The Chamberlain was killed here in a gorge. Now Istvan, well, the less said, the better. So for now, I'm in charge here. That is, until his lordship returns. If he returns. Listen, of course I'm much obliged to you. If it wasn't for you, I'd be at the pearly gates. But the smartest thing you can do now is to vanish, before someone else notices you.
All right. Take care. Maybe we'll meet again one day.
Perhaps. You never know. Best be off now, though.
Does the name Nick Vard Libak ring a bell?
He's a noble who stays here sometimes, isn't he?
Used to stay. Now he's lying dead outside the Trusky Castle walls, where the guardhouse privies are.
Fuck's sake.
He overestimated his strength while on his little excursion.
I'll send someone there to take care of him. The moment I take charge again, shit like this happens. So to speak. But thanks anyway.
Greetings. What do you need?
What are you doing, you whistle? What good's the boasting you could go? What a waste of money. Didn't you hear that the king himself announced that everyone should have a
Easy.
good bow on hand?
Nice and slow. Whoa!
Greetings to you two.
What can I do for you?
Show me your wares. Word about the price.
All right. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, sir. And what are you doing, you whistler? I'm sorry, is there something you need?
Show me your wares.
Nothing to your light.
Show me your...
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Easy. Easy.
to hell!
Sick!
Fuck that!
Good wife, do you know anything about a shrine around here?
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just like him.
Like who? Who are you talking about?
My Vlasta. It's been so long since I've laid him to rest. I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the stream. He'd always pick me flowers, and when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dances we went to in our younger days.
That must have been a long time ago.
And he wrote me poems and whispered them to me before bedtime.
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you have anyone to help around the house?
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. That's life. Benish, who was sent here from Trotsky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good worker.
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or statues of bulls.
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe it was just a fairy tale.
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's failing me.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Veloster died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much.
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? I could do that too. Maybe it'll help jog your memory.
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Veloster always picked me valerian. Made the whole hearthroom smell lovely dried out.
Valerian or Vlasta?
What did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too. Fresh and fragrant. I'll be back in no time. Is valerian your favourite flower?
Yes, yes. Not everyone likes its scent, but honestly, my Vloster wasn't the best smelling either. You know, a tanner.
Does valerian grow nearby? Or will I have to run halfway across the countryside for it?
What's this? A young lad and his knees already hurt. Just head down to the stream or the meadow behind the cottage. It's only a few steps.
What do you have for sale? Does...
What's this? A young...
So who exactly is this Kvietoslava who lives here with you?
Well, you'd better say that I live with her. Her late husband built all this, and when he passed away and the lords were looking for someone to take over, I volunteered.
So you took over the whole house and business, along with the old woman?
I couldn't very well throw her out of her own home in her old age, could I? Not that I don't sometimes feel like doing just that. But whenever she gets into one of her moods and spends the whole evening rambling on about her Vlasta, I just stop listening, and she quiets down eventually.
And what brought you all the way out here? The nearest village is quite a trek.
Take a deep breath and you'll understand. A tanner can't live among people, even if he wanted to. Not that I actually want to. I've got my peace and quiet here, and when I feel like a beer and a chat, I head to Troskovitz to trade hides.
Just between us, does the old woman really have such a bad memory?
Do you also get the feeling she's just pretending, so everyone will wait on her hand and foot? But to tell the truth, I don't know. She remembers every last thing about her Vlasta, but where the privy is, I have to remind her every time. Take care, Henry. Careful.
May God give you health, sir. You ever kind master, eh, Mutt?
I need to sharpen this. That's one sharp blade. I've brought you your favourite flowers.
Really? Let's see. Ah, yes, valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vlasta. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant him heaven.
Right. Right. And how about that memory of yours? Is it any better now?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vlasta always brought me flowers and said, Kvetushka, put on your best dress, we're going dancing. Oh dear, I still have that dress, but I haven't worn it in years.
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I'd look like a ragged beggar. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore. My hands shake too much.
I'll happily mend your dress for you.
That'd be kind of you, lad. But I can't repay you in any way.
If it helps you remember, that'll be more than enough for me.
All right, then. Here it is, and take good care of it.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure how to fix your dress.
Then why did you take the job on if you don't know how? Go and see the tailor instead. He'll either sew it up himself or sell you a kit for it.
Show me your wares. I mended your dress. Here it is.
Lad, you've got golden hands. It's as good as new.
And what about the shrine? Have you remembered yet?
Such a lovely dress. Shame my Vlasta isn't here. Love to dance in it one last time.
All right. I'll dance with you. Maybe it'll finally jog your memory.
Lad, I can barely stand, and I can hardly bend my back. I'd end up crippled.
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses. You said Vlasta used to make up poems for you, didn't you?
That'd be lovely. You know what? I'll put on that dress for it. God knows if anyone will ever give me this kind of attention again. I'm ready. You can start.
So, there was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. Together through good and ill, though longings she had many.
Mm-hmm.
When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow. He brought her flowers, this man, to scent her feather pillow. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. She became his queen, this lass. He her king, her one and only. I trust you'll not forget to live your life with love. Now it's time, you said, where I'll find Velus's grove.
Lad, you talk like a preacher. I haven't felt this kind of life in my veins since Vlasta. Now the neighbors will be whispering that I've got a suitor in my old age.
Good heavens.
But you're really clever. Your ma and pa must be so proud of you.
I hope so. You don't happen to need help with anything else, do you?
No, you've done more than enough for me. Go and live your life. You've got it all ahead of you.
Since we're having such a nice chat, tell me, do you remember any pagan shrine nearby? Maybe one with a bull?
Wait, that does ring a bell. Like someone's already asked me about it.
No. Really?
Do you mean the protector of cattle, Velus? My grandma told me about him, and even took me there once. I was so scared.
That must be...
Because he had horns, see? I thought he was the devil himself. I hid under my grandma's skirt, and she started laughing.
God, why dost thou torment me?
But where was it? There are so many places like that around here. She used to take me to a rocky hilltop between Rock Tower Pond and Kerchak. It's a little to the south. There was something made of stone there. No. Wait. Wasn't it somewhere else? By Nebuchadnezzar Fortress. There's a little stream near the spring. There was some kind of pagan statue. No. You know what? You'd better take a look south of Lower Semin Pond. To the east of it, there are marshes with a stream running through them. If you follow it and keep your eyes open, you'll definitely find something. There are always loads of deer and roe there. It's bound to be there.
Oh, God, thank you. And thanks to you too, good wife.
Wait a moment.
Oh, no. What now?
I just remembered who else asked me about Velus. A peculiar little fellow in a red cap. You wouldn't happen to know him, would you?
Me? Well...
No, you know what? Don't tell me. Some things are better left unknown. But be careful around him, lad.
Careful? Why?
From the short time he was here, it was clear something wasn't right with him. His eyes were full of sorrow. If he's hanging around you, you'd better be careful.
birds we picked up at the ford that time. That dirty bastard. I hope you didn't talk to him. No. Well,
What?
not really. So you did.
Huh? What? Huh?
Get out!
Christ, what a day.
Ugh, my back. I'll help you out! I'm all yours. I'll rip your ass open.
You've no chance against me!
Shut up.
Oh, sacre. Someone got here before me. There's nothing left here. Never again. I tried swimming once, and how did that end up? A boulder in the middle of a stone circle. This didn't get here by chance. Damn. No horned head here. Whatever was here, it's got nothing to do with Veles. Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
What's that by the stream? Some kind of idol? No, this doesn't look important enough. Looks more like a small pilgrimage site than an actual shrine.
attack! Come and help us! I'm all yours! Yeah, fuck you!
To arms!
Everyone get over here!
You want to try me?
Damn! I'm bleeding!
Surely this is it. I need to see it from close up. Curva. I found the shrine, but there's a man here with a knife in his head. Good thing I dealt with those murderers before I brought Voita here.
my respects.
Oh, you pooch.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
I know where the Vela shrine is. There was a small band of bandits there, but don't worry, I took care of them.
Bandits? And tell me, did one of them have a distinctive helmet?
I don't think so. They look like any other local thugs. Why'd you ask?
Oh, it's nothing. The important thing is, you found the shrine. I knew I could count on you. Will you take me there, please?
Hold on. I've got something else to take care of right now. I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Can you tell me what's been happening in the world?
I'll tell you some interesting things.
I came to tell you I managed to find Nickvard.
Where did that madman wander off to this time?
He's dead. I found him lying below the privy outside Trotsky Castle. Poisoned, exhausted, or both. Hard to say.
My God! Nick, you fool! Did you report it to Captain Thomas?
Yes, I've already told him.
That's good. Thank you. What about that book?
About that book?
You know what? I couldn't care less about that blasted book. That cursed tome.
I'll actually be glad if I never get my hands on it. Forgive me.
I apologize.
Careful.
God bless.
Hey, so you have a weapon. Big deal.
We can head to the shrine now.
So quickly. Damn. I painted him with an extra tooth. Well, let's just say it's a happy little accident. Divine justice served by an apple.
Is it done yet?
What do you think?
Wow. Now that's what I call a painting. Not that I know much about it, but I really like it. You managed to capture the shapes and also the colours. What do I know? I've seen a few pictures, sure, but the most I've done myself is paint a house wall brown.
Well, that's just one step away from picking up a brush.
So? Did you find what you were looking for?
What I needed, yes. What I hoped for, sadly, no. It's not the kind of piece that will endure through the ages.
Chin up. Maybe the lords at Trotsky will like it, and you'll make good money from it.
Oh, the lords will like any kind of hack work. I'm toiling over this for entirely different reasons.
What reasons? Why are you chasing some grand masterpiece?
Let's just say I'm doing it for my own peace of mind.
Sviatoslava mentioned you.
Really? I hope it was something good.
Well, she said I should be careful around you. And also that something might be troubling you.
Oh, grannies always worry, especially about young men like you. But whether I'm troubled, or by what, that's no concern of yours.
And what now?
I'm done here, so I'll head back to the castle. If you'd like, I could paint something on your shield while I'm there. Maybe a horned head? And while you're at it...
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you?
I thought you'd be pleased. You're the one who asked me for something like this not too long ago. But don't worry. I've just got this one little idea, and I want to know what you'll think of it.
Don't you want to tell me right now?
No. I need to sort it out a bit first. Otherwise, you'd start thinking I'm mad.
What do you mean, start? I already think so.
You see? And even so, you'll be kind enough to give me a bit of time. It'll save you time in the end.
All right. While painting, you seemed so calm, but now you seem a bit off. Is something wrong?
Nothing. Just... this place speaks to me.
What? You mean... literally?
Just like we're talking now. I hear this place too. It tells me of the history of this shrine, of Velez and his underworld. There's so much. Still not sure if it's a blessing or a curse.
Well, it's certainly not both. Have you decided what you need my help with?
Aye, at least I think so.
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better
I've heard...
My God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse. You have no idea. No, sir. I didn't see anything.
Just as well. I fell asleep during the sermon. I'm not surprised. The sermon is an awful length. Maybe what?
God bless you, sir.
Stop acting like a child. What's that I hear? All right. What was that? Huh? What's going on here? What was that? Right. I suppose it was nothing. It was nothing.
Careful! Sheathe that weapon immediately. What's it gonna be then? Put away that weapon! Good. See? There's no need to be swinging a weapon around here.
Hey? Get away with that weapon! Starting to scare me.
Ugh. Go away.
Ow! Kurva! Yeah, real funny. At your service, sir.
Get out of here! Shoo! Get out of my sight!
Henry! This morning is straight out of a painting, wouldn't you say?
Aye. I reckon this'll be a good day.
Well, I wouldn't overdo the optimism.
Have you decided what you need my help with?
Aye. At least, I think so.
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better tell me, do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I've heard it.
I've always hated it. But lately, I've been wishing it were true, and that God would be gracious to me.
That sounds like you need a priest, not me.
What I really need is paints. I'm running out.
And what has God's grace to do with paint?
Well, I want to try something. Unconventional. You know, pigments are often mixed with egg yolk. It makes the paint more durable and resistant to mold. And I want to use an egg that probably no one has tried before. And before you ask, just about everything from the bird kingdom has already been tried. I've fallen out of trees chasing that idea.
That would explain a lot.
I know exactly what I need. But I can't do it all alone.
Oh, come on. Just tell me what this is about.
In short, I want a basilisk egg.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
A basilisk egg? That's nonsense, isn't it?
It doesn't have to be. Think of it as us being pioneers.
And is it really necessary to pioneer a thing like that?
Don't worry. We won't let the creature hatch. Aren't you at least curious about what could happen? Nobody's ever tried something like this before.
Yeah, I can imagine why. Why should I be the one to look for the egg?
You know how it goes when I set off somewhere. I'd end up stuck in a swamp with a broken leg. Besides, the countryside is crawling with bandits these days.
And you're not just saying that to shift God's wrath onto me, are you?
You can't fool God's wrath by making someone else your errand boy. And human wrath? You'll handle that better than I would.
First you nearly get eaten by wolves. Now you're dabbling in black magic. What's wrong with living an ordinary life?
I don't know anything like that, and I don't want to, thank you very much. Art is always wrought from suffering.
Trying to talk you out of this is probably a waste of time, isn't it?
I see you've got me all figured out.
Figured out, maybe. But I'm none the wiser for it. Look, don't take it the wrong way. I'd help you if I could. But I reckon the last basilisk around here died ages ago. I've certainly never seen one at any merchant stall.
Well, that's because basilisks don't lay eggs. They hatch from eggs laid by a black cockerel and brooded by a toad.
Where can I get a cockerel egg, of all things? And how do I even tell it apart from a hen's egg?
It's easier than you think. People at the castle talk about all sorts of interesting things. They say a rather unusual black cockerel runs around the yard of some Slavic in Samin. I'd start by asking him.
Who, the cockerel?
Very droll.
Can you tell me where to find a toad?
They live in wetlands and by stagnant water, and they croak quite loudly. It sounds something like this. Apparently there are lots of them near the ponds around Zhelyov.
All right, I'll find a place where the toads are croaking. But what then? How do I make them sit on the egg?
You don't. You just place it in their nest and wait to see if one sits on it.
But I could be waiting until doomsday.
Oh, don't exaggerate. Leave it there for a day and a night, and I bet it'll turn into a basilisk egg.
And how do you tell that? By the colour? Or the smell, maybe?
Well, who knows? Try it and see for yourself.
And, what do toads sound like? I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. So let's sum it up. I find a cockerel egg, leave it in the toad nest for a day and a night, and then bring it back to you.
Exactly. Best of luck, my friend.
Stop messing around! Hey! You almost hit me! God! Ow! Ow! Ow!
My God!
What the hell? Hey!
It was you! Give up!
I'll be right there!
Enough! I give up!
So you wanted to fight, eh? Pay up, or I'll show you what we do with scum like you. Once we get that dealt with,
I didn't want to get into a brawl.
You didn't? Then why did you start one?
Because he shoved me. He shoved me. And the horrible things he said about my mother, well, I'd rather not repeat them.
I don't know anything about any of that.
But that's just it. I wish I didn't either. Is this how you treat strangers around here?
Now take it easy. I'm sure this was just a misunderstanding.
Wake up!
I don't know yet. I'll have to see.
Damn it! They even took my clothes.
Well, that's a tough one. I wouldn't get my hopes up.
They knocked me out and robbed me! I don't know who did it, but you must do something about it!
I'll bear it in mind. But I'm not going anywhere with you. What would I be looking for there anyway?
Sakra! I need a bandage! Quick! There. That's better.
Don't hit him!
It never happened. I refuse to believe.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
We got you now, you bastard. Halt!
Easy now. I surrender.
Nyah, here you are. There's no excuse for murder, you swine. Now you'll pay.
Wait, let me explain.
Talk then, but make it quick.
That man was a dangerous bandit and a murderer. I did the right thing.
What the hell are you talking about? He never seemed like a bandit to me.
Well, that's not something he's going to go about announcing, is it?
Right, but I'd expect he'd be at least a little suspicious. I reckon you're a filthy liar. You're a murderer, and you're trying to cover it up.
Fine.
Now, show...
What's going on here? Ah, so you're doing that. All right then.
Hey! What are you lying here for? Wake up! Come on!
Oh, what the? Oh, that bastard! He knocked me out. Am I mad? Nothing's missing. Help me! Guards!
Jesus Christ, protect me! Guards! Smash his head in!
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
It was you!
I'll be right there.
Take that fucker out!
Now you'll see what crime doesn't pay!
Haven't you had enough?
shooting here.
So, I went to see my brother and...
What idiot is doing that?
But
I
your
almost got
father's still
killed.
alive.
Who was
I
shooting?
think he's all over himself.
Where are you, you fucker? Come out! I know that arrow came from over here. It must have come from over here. Don't try to hide it. I know very well that it was you who was shooting.
Bye. Take care.
Ah! Give it to him! Oof! Oh!
So here you are.
What a terrible thing. No! I don't want to die! I'm coming!
Halt! Arsehole! Where are you, you fucker? You looking for a fight, are you?
Where are you? Show yourself,
I'll be right
you
there.
swine. I'll kick your ass.
Come on, show yourself!
Show what you're made!
Hey? Someone's lying. I'm coming!
So here you are. Punishment by the blade. My favorite.
Come on then!
I'll take that swine.
Don't think I won't cut you to pieces!
I've been waiting for you.
Burn in hell!
Eh? Fuck that.
Hey! Get him! Do it!
Die, you wretch! Fuck you!
Now you'll see
You
the
won't get
grinders
me.
of
You've no chance against me!
What now?
So here you are. Now I've got you. If you keep resisting, I've all the right in the world to end.
You!
before he hurts. Hey! Why are you shut? Do you want to kill me, you fool? Ah!
What have you done, you
Put that weapon away. People there! You nearly hit me, damn it! Put that away, or there'll be trouble. Stop! Are you right in the head? Ow!
Watch out with that weapon! Ah! You've cut me! Guards! Stop him! Save me! Arrest him! He assaulted me!
Now I've got you. I'm coming!
Pacify him! Quick! Do you want to kill
Punishment by the blade, my favorite.
You've no chance against me!
My God, come on then! I'll chop you up on the spot. Show your stuff.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp!
If you keep resisting, I've all the right in the world to execute you on the spot.
Put that weapon away. Are you right in the head? Sod off with that weapon. You've started to scare me.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool.
God be with Christ wounds. Watch out with that horse.
Whoa, whoa.
Go!
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Women of virtue, gather round and listen. I have to warn you about the greatest
Whoa, whoa.
My respects. God be with you, my friend.
You're up early. What'll it be?
About the Roma camp by the pond.
I'm quite surprised how well it all turned out. Hopefully everything will be all right now. I'm glad Bohush is alive and well.
Show me your wares. Let's talk about...
Well... Aye. Thank you, sir.
What do you have for sale?
What can you do, sir?
What are you whistling
Maybe next
for?
time, then.
About the nomad camp by the pond.
All's well that ends well. They're people, just like us, after all.
I've heard you have work for a blacksmith here.
I surely do. But he has to be a brave blacksmith. When I need to shoe a horse, the saddler wants me to race for him.
Well, I'm not afraid of horses. I know when to let go of a hoof and avoid a kick in the face.
Kick be damned. The main thing is, I need some good horseshoes. It's all rocks and bogs around these parts. One wrong step, and you'll break both your own neck and your horse's.
So what is it you want from me, then? Where does the bravery come in?
I heard the nomads from the camp by the pond use horseshoes that are magical. Word is, they're forged in hellfire and have all sorts of incantations carved into them. A horse wearing them can climb up a sheer cliff without tripping once.
Oh, my word. What you could do with horseshoes like that?
That would make for some fine racing. I'd save up for the best horse I could find and win races all over the kingdom. Well, you know what? How about you go to their camp and find out how the horseshoes are made? Then, if you forge some for me, I'll reward you handsomely. What do you say?
Sure, why not? I could use some horseshoes like that myself.
That's what I like to hear. Take a good look around there, or try asking someone who's in charge of horses. Well...
Good day to you.
About the nomad camp by the pond.
Everything is all right now. They're not bad people after all. I'm glad Bohush is doing better. God be with you, sir.
Christ, pardon me.
Don't fear God, fear men.
God bless you, sir.
I heard you've got a rather unusual cockerel. Pitch black.
And what's so unusual about that? A black cockerel isn't anything out of the ordinary.
True. But I've also heard your cockerel lays eggs.
Oh? Where do you hear such nonsense?
Ah, you know how it is. Rumours spread and everyone twists and embellishes them. I'm just curious if there's any truth to it.
Someone must have been pulling your leg. I don't have any cockerel like that.
Don't worry. I'm not a bailiff or an inquisitor. I'm a student from the University of Prague.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry, then?
I don't mean you any trouble. I just want to have a good look at the cockerel. I've seen a boar give birth to piglets and a bull that gave milk. People always talked about blessings or even miracles. Wouldn't it be a shame to keep something like that from the world?
All right, I'll tell you, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't spread it around too much. I did have a black cockerel. A young one, since my Boniface died recently. But that black one was so small and stunted, just peculiar. So, I decided to put it down and took it to the woods. A runt like that wasn't even fit for soup.
Did the black cockerel really lay eggs?
Oh, aye. One evening, it started drooping its head in a strange way, and I was worried it was going to die. Then the next morning, I go to the coop, and the little devil is alive and well, sitting on eggs. And the next day, it's at it again. Either it was stealing them from the hens, or it was laying them itself.
And did you keep any of its eggs?
No. I took them away along with the carcass. Who knows? There might have been something devilish about them.
Where exactly did you take the cockerel?
Just over there, to the edge of the woods. There's a little dung heap. You might still find it there.
All right. I'll go and have a look. Where did you say you dumped the dead cockerel?
On the edge of the woods, on the dung heap. But don't bring it back here. I'm glad it's out of my sight.